The COVID-19 pandemic was real and not a hoax, which laid bare vulnerabilities and inequities in our public health infrastructure and our economy.
Lawmakers are continuing their push to help Americans recover from the pandemic more than 3 years after the first case was reported here in the U.S. Questions continue to swirl over the origins of COVID after it was revealed last week. The Energy Department believes the pandemic began following an unintentional lab leak in Wuhan, China. While the revelation was made with low confidence, the Energy Department is just one of a number of government entities that believes COVID origins are man-made. On Wednesday, the House Select Subcommittee on the Coronavirus Pandemic will hold a public hearing to investigate these claims, with a number of public health officials set to testify. I spoke in depth today about this week's hearing with the ranking member of the Select Subcommittee, Valley Congressman Dr. Ruiz.
Congressman Ruiz, first off, let me start by asking, do you agree with some government agencies that the COVID virus came from a lab leak in Wuhan, China?
Right now, the evidence is inconclusive, Peter. We have two agencies that are saying with low to moderate confidence that it came from a lab leak, and you have four agencies plus the intelligence community saying that they believe it was transmitted by animals. So nobody can say with absolute certainty what the issue is. The responsible thing to do is to determine both those issues and create policies that will help us either make foreign labs safer and better to prevent a leak, and also to better prevent animal transmission, identify them early in order to save lives and lessen the harms of any future pandemic. That's what I'm going to focus on as the ranking member in this committee, and that's what we should focus on.
What do you anticipate will happen at this week's hearing, since I'm sure there are going to be some very strong opinions?
Well, I'm hoping that we can really keep this in a scientific, objective process that can assess all information and make a smart decision to put people over politics and avoid the extreme partisan rhetoric that has conspiratorial accusations that try to vilify public health officials, because that will just hurt our process. And as the ranking member, I can tell you that the Democrats want to focus on real serious, objective, scientific, evidence-based reviews so that we can save lives, prevent pandemics, or lessen any harms. And really help the American people. We want to avoid the partisan bickering and the false accusations that oftentimes come with extreme partisanship from the other side.
Do you honestly think we'll ever get to a point where everybody comes to a consensus on how this pandemic began?
You know, that's why we need to allow and empower the scientists and the intelligence community to do the investigation, to gather the evidence, to help us get the information that we need. That's not our role in terms of this select subcommittee. Our role is to assess the information that we have now and act on it, and then assess the information as this evolves a year from now. And it may be more conclusive one way or the other. President Biden has directed all of his agencies to do a full court press to determine the origins of this virus. And I support that, and I want to empower our agencies to do that research that belongs in their hands and not in partisan hands in Congress.
Anything else, Congressman, you would like to say before we let you go?
No, I think we're good. Thank you.
We appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.